Even before the very first box was opened by consumers, Samsung's newest flagship release was already carrying massive, unprecedented expectations. The headline specifications for the S26 Ultra promise absolute extreme performance. It features up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, a full terabyte of storage, and a customized Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. This is a specialized mobile processor designed by Qualcomm specifically to maximize computing speed and battery efficiency on Android devices. This simple bar chart directly compares the new Snapdragon chip against Apple's A19 Pro. The data shows Samsung's customized processor pulls ahead, maintaining a distinct 6% edge in multi-threaded workloads. Based on this advantage, Samsung executive T.M. Rowe positioned the device as the most powerful and intuitive AI phone the company has ever constructed. On paper, these components crown the S26 Ultra as the absolute king of Android performance.
You pay $1,500 and you expect a flawless daily experience. But within days of the hardware shipping, a highly vocal segment of early adopters started boxing their phones back up for full refunds. Buyers are reporting that the phone's new hardware-level privacy display makes text look slightly fuzzy around the edges. For some, staring at the screen for more than 15 minutes causes severe eye strain and mild nausea. Furthermore, the massive new camera array protrudes so far out the back that the chassis becomes completely lopsided. It wobbles violently whenever you try to tap the screen while the device rests on a flat surface. Early buyers are hitting a hard trade-off. They are giving up guaranteed visual comfort and physical balance in exchange for maximum processing power and privacy. Buying the S26 Ultra is not a standard iterative upgrade. It is a physiological gamble that requires you to strictly evaluate how your own eyes and hands respond to the hardware. To understand this trade-off, we have to examine the core engine. You are paying a heavy premium for the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and 16 gigabytes of RAM. The objective outcome of this hardware is seamless, background multitasking. The device simply does not lag, no matter how many heavy applications you leave open. This massive processing power directly feeds proactive AI agents, specifically the Now Nudge tool. Working in the background, these agents actively read your screen to suggest relevant actions, instantly generate contextual responses, and automatically manage complex scheduling conflicts across different platforms without manual input. Yet, for the average everyday mobile consumer, checking social media, streaming high-definition video, and sending simple texts utilizes only a fraction of this capability. This hardware is massive overkill for standard daily tasks. Users are paying a premium for computing power that will only be fully utilized by heavy mobile gamers or professional creators. This brings us to the most polarizing feature of the phone, the mobile industry's first built-in privacy display. This is a specialized hardware layer built directly into the screen designed to restrict viewing angles. The intended security outcome of this feature is clear. You get deep privacy in public spaces like crowded trains or cafes, ensuring the person sitting next to you cannot read your sensitive emails or banking details. This cross-section diagram shows how the screen achieves this through physical pixel dispersion. The hardware pushes light straight toward the user, while microscopic barriers block it from escaping sideways.
But this physical structure creates a subtle, uneven visual shimmer effect across the entire display. For visually sensitive users, this shimmer has a real-world biological consequence. It causes text to lose its crispness, resulting in severe eye strain and, for some, even mild nausea. Because the barriers are built into the actual glass and pixels, this eye strain occurs even when the software's privacy mode is entirely turned off. The physical hardware itself is the real culprit. This reaction is a stark contrast to previous Galaxy generations, which featured universally comfortable, pristine displays without any built-in physical barriers. This specific display forces buyers to choose between elite public security and guaranteed eye comfort. It turns the simple act of reading your phone into a biological risk. Moving to the rear of the device, the S26 Ultra houses an upgraded 200-megapixel camera system. The creative outcomes are excellent. The lenses capture phenomenal low-light nightography footage and integrate the new APV codec. APV is a professional-grade video format designed to deliver highly efficient compression for advanced production workflows. This matters because it provides visually lossless video compression, keeping file sizes manageable for creators strictly designing high-end video edits. However, housing these elite optics exacts a physical cost. The camera module is so massive that the entire chassis of the phone is completely lopsided. In daily use, if you set the phone flat on a desk to type or scroll, it will violently and unpredictably wobble back and forth. To comfortably use this phone on a flat surface, you are forced to immediately purchase a specialized leveling case. Raw professional specifications have actively compromised the basic ergonomics of the hardware. The S26 Ultra is not a universal flagship designed for everyone. It is a highly specialized piece of equipment. To decide if you should buy it, let's look at two specific profiles, starting with the commuting power user. If you work on sensitive corporate documents on public transit and require a terabyte of storage to shoot professional video, this is a clear buy. The built-in privacy display and the processing power are absolutely worth the physical trade-offs. This chart plots daily friction against performance impact. The commuter lands in the ideal zone, but the iterative upgrader, holding a functional S25 Ultra, lands in the high friction zone. Skip it. A 6% speed bump isn't worth risking eye strain or a wobbly chassis. Holding on to your S25 Ultra guarantees visual comfort. For the average user, the upgrade is both mathematically and biologically unnecessary. Our final profile is the curious spec chaser, the user who simply must have the newest technology, regardless of the friction warnings. If this is you, proceed with caution. Purchasing this device requires a strategic testing plan. First, only purchase the phone directly from a retailer or carrier that offers an ironclad, no-questions-asked 15-day return policy. Second, execute a mandatory 48-hour stress test. Immediately after unboxing the device, use it heavily. Specifically focus on reading small text and rapidly scrolling through applications for extended periods. If you begin to feel eye fatigue or nausea, do not wait and hope that your eyes will adjust. The physical hardware built into the screen will never change. You must execute your return immediately to protect both your physiology and your wallet.